Welcome back to KPIsoccer.com. My name is Scott, one of its co-creators. Before we get into part two of how to score actions, and hopefully you've had a chance to look at the introduction video as well as the second video, how to score actions part one, I'd like to do a quick review. So KPI Soccer is a quantitative assessment platform that measures individual responsibility for the ball in both the attacking and defending phases of play. We made it so that it's affordable, useful, and usable. And underpinning everything is we believe players deserve better information, parents want better information, and clubs need better information to assess player outcomes and to assess player progress. So as we continue to score actions in this video, we're going to look at all restarts, offsides, and fouls, as well as how to make substitutions. So let's get started with a game. We'll start from scratch. So it'll be the opposing team's ball at the tap. The referee blows his or her whistle. We're in the defending phase of play. This toggles, as you know, between attacking and defending phases of play. We're going to miss a tackle. We're going to miss a tackle. 31's going to win the tackle, play the ball out, and we're going to have a corner. So 11 takes a shot, hits the goalie. The goalie puts it over the end line, so you would tap the end line bumper. You'll see the pulsating corner spots which flash. You'll tap one of them, and you'll send a player down to take the corner. In this case, 6 is going to play it in the air, and number 9 is going to lose it on the first touch. So that's how you score a corner. As far as restarts, let's say 14 intercepts the ball. She dribbles 2 opponents successfully. And on the third opponent, she's fouled. So you tap the foul button. You'll tap the player involved in the foul. Number 14 drew the foul. So it's our ball. And now we place the ball where the foul occurred. Anywhere outside the 18 is a direct kick, as you know. Anywhere inside the 18 is an indirect free kick. And if it's on the penalty spot, it's a penalty kick. So the system knows what type of kick it is based on where the ball is placed. Let's say it goes out about, the foul occurred here. We're going to send number 8 to take the restart. She's going to send a third line pass in, and that pass is going to fail. All right, so that's how you score directs, penalty kicks. You've seen corner kicks. Let's do a goal kick. So they're coming down. We're missing a whole bunch of tackles. They shoot the ball wide. It's our goal kick. You'll tap the goal kick, pulsating one of the indicators. In this case, the goalie's going to take it, so we'll tap the goalie, and she's going to play the ball out to 13. There's a goal kick. As far as missed dribbles, let's take it, because I didn't do that in the first video. Number 6 is going to have the ball. She's going to attempt a dribble, and it's going to fail. So again, our system is modeled on an action attempt and its outcome, which either succeeds or fails. In this case, she's attempting to dribble an opponent, and it fails, resulting in a turnover. And let's say she was dribbling in the attacking third. We're going to override the default and say she turned the ball over on the dribble in the attacking third. Okay, with that, we're going to do a quick substitution. So you'll click the setup drop-down scroll bar, and you'll click the substitution button. So we'll take number 11 out and put number 4 in, and you can see they switched positions. The player on the field came to the bench. The player on the bench went into the field. Also, we're going to switch 4 with 31. So not only did we substitute a brand new player into the game, we made a positional change as well. So we captured that action. We close the setup bar. We resume play. Let's say it's their throw-in. They take the throw. We intercept the ball. Off we go. Here's our new player, number 4. She's going to receive the ball. You can see pass to 4. She's going to pass it, get it back. 4 is involved in the play. And also 31 is a player that was on the field but switched from right center back to right forward. Real quickly, we'll go to the clocks matrix, the times matrix, to see the substitution and what happened. So here's our total playing time of each player. We substituted in Olivia for Macy. Macy played 3 minutes and 5 seconds, and Olivia replaced her at right center back and has been on the field 1 minute 15 seconds. So you can see, we track the playing time and the current shift for every player on the field, as well as the ball possession, which is a very important fact at the end of the game, which tells players they only have the ball a minute or two during an entire match, which means they're running off the ball for 68 or 88 minutes a game. I'm going to close that up. So that's how you make substitutions. Real quickly, we're going to go to so this is an 11-a-side game. We're going to switch it over to a 9-a-side game. And the reason I'm showing you this is because we've scaled our system to go all the way from 3v3 up to 11v11. So if you want to score tournaments in 3v3 formats, you can do that. US Soccer moved the small-sided games to 4v4 at a certain age. They jump up to 7v7 at a certain age. And then they go to 9v9 at a certain age. And beyond U13s on, they play full-sided 11 format. So we want to show you real quickly a game at 9-a-side. And the reason I'm showing you this is the sooner you start scoring games with fewer players on the field, the more proficient you will become as a stats keeper in capturing the action. So if you're starting out with a U10 team at 7v7 or a U9 team at 7v7, it'll be really easy to jump up to 9v9 once that team's a little bit older. And it'll be a piece of cake by the time you're scoring games at 11v11. Also, one other fact we want to point out on this smaller-sided game. You'll see we have in this 9v9 system three backs, 3 midfielders, and 2 forwards. I'm going to change the formation to reflect 2 midfielders. Okay? So let's go back and look at the format. So the center backs virtually didn't change. But we now have a left wing, a center forward, and a right wing, and only 2 midfielders. So where we had a left midfielder, a center midfielder, and a right midfielder, we now have a left center midfielder and a right center midfielder. Why is this important? Because not only do we tag players with the actions they're performing in attacking and defending phases of play, we're attaching those actions to the position to which they're currently playing. So at the end of the game in a youth soccer match, you'll have players that play 3 or 4 positions during the match. Well, our data sets will be able to tease that out and see how that player performed at each position, and also how that player performed in the aggregate of all positions and all actions taken on the field during the match. So that concludes how to score actions part 2. In the next video, we'll discuss the reports, charts, and tables that you can look at once you're done recording a match.